Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Donald Trump ordered the attack on Iran. They attacked 3 Iranian sites, which is the United States of America, attacked a sovereign, independent country without being attacked. Now, that if the United States of America can do that to everyone, then anyone can do that to us as well. I have here this president. I don't think Donald Trump is the United States of America's president. I think he works for other interests. He's going to have a presidential address, and I'm going to show you or listen to what this, can you call him a traitor? I don't know. I don't think he is going to give us logical adult justifications or arguments. I think he's going to tell us the same kindergarten-like arguments. Iran is going to develop nuclear weapons. They're going to attack us. I save lives. I will protect you. Israel is attack our allies. So I think that's the way it's going to be. And Donald Trump, I think, will work on that. So what can we do? We're going to watch his justification, which I think is we're going to be a baboonish justification, and I'm going to be with you while he is going to tell us what we are supposed to think about this attack. I don't think the attack was provoked. I think the United States of America is used by other interests in order to solve other people's issues with other nations, and Donald Trump is not our president. Now, why did he do this for? Well, he did it either because he was threatened, his family was threatened, that's why he won the presidency, knowing that he has to do this, I think. Or maybe he just feels like, he really believes that, Israel is under attack and we have a duty under that little book to defend Israel somehow. But why don't you ask the Judaic religion to explain what they think about, or the Talmud, what they think about our or your Savior, Jesus Christ? Well, I can tell you, they think that Jesus Christ right now is boiling in hell in excrements together with his mother, who was not a virgin, by the way, according to the Talmud. Now, you don't like that? Don't blame me. I'm just a messenger. So, just so you know who you are defending. And your pastors, priests, are, I think, sold out. Nevertheless, let's see what what baboonish arguments this guy will give you. For me, this is the cherry on the cake. I need no more evidence that Donald Trump is not working for the United States of America's interest. That means he is not loyal. If he's not loyal, that means he did not, really doesn't work for our interest. That means he works for other interests. What are those interests? He gets you and I and our future in a war with Iran. Do you have any problem with Iran, you personally? Do you think they are building a nuclear weapon? And if you think so, well, why don't we disarm first Israel? I'm listening. No? Okay. All right. So let's see. He said he's going to start at 10 o'clock. It is 9:55. So we're almost there, my friends. Almost there. What do you think Trump will say? I think he will say, I ordered to destroy the evil, nuclear sites that will endanger you and our lives, our way of lives, and the only democracy in the Middle East. And I did this preemptively. And if Iran dares to strike us back, we will go full force. Be careful, America is back. Yeah, we're going to do it. That's what he's going to say. And you know what Iran is going to do? Iran is going to strike us back. And when Iran is going to strike us back, in self-defense, I might add, because they didn't attack us, then we're going to say, the same guy will come and tell you and I, see, that is right there, evidence that Iran is bad. They attacked us. See, they're a terrorist state. But did they attack us? No. We had to do it because of moral convictions. They did the same thing with Yugoslavia in 1999. They did the same thing with Iraq. They did the same thing with Afghanistan. They did the same thing with Libya. They did the same thing with Syria. And now is Iran. Always the same common denominator. Except, maybe Yugoslavia, where we didn't have the guys dictating that. But nevertheless, war crimes, I think there were. Nevertheless, let's see what's going on. What time is it? Oh, we're almost there, aren't we? 57. So just pay attention. If you're going to read the articles after this video, read the articles and see how presidential Donald Trump is going to be fed to us, manufactured, packaged, so we can look at Trump as a leader now. He wasn't a leader until now. Now he's a leader. Now he's going to be viewed by the guys who write the history books for you as the biggest leader, man. The defender of democracy in the Middle East and everywhere else, your way of life, all this garbage that they kept feeding these imbeciles for years. Yes, some of them are imbeciles. Some of them are not, like in any society. The problem is the imbeciles think that they are exceptional. That's a big problem because they think their shit don't stink. All right, just to use an American expression. So, what time is the baby doll? Oh, they're on it. We got 1.5 more minutes. Let's see. Presidential address, my friends. Presidential address. Well, you thought Biden was bad? Watch this guy. Well, when Donald Trump have been selected and then allowed, given to us to confirm the system and confirm their selection by voting through those voting machines. After the election, I said, this is what I expect from Donald Trump. Drop hands off Ukraine and Putin, because Putin is going to smack us, but hands on 100% for those guys in Iran. Here you go. Now, I don't think, and I don't claim any medals or any, ranks of general or admiral or anything like that, but it's very obvious. It's so obvious that these baboons, this is like 1, 2, 3, ABC, PPP. What can I tell you? All right. Are you done yet? What's going on, my friends? It's 59. I expect American punctuality. Not. If this would be Japan, I would expect them right there. But since it's the United States of America, we are very flexible nowadays. Why? I mean, you can identify as whatever you want. All right. I can't tell you how irritated I am with this. Not surprised, but irritated because, it happened. It happened and I expected it. I predicted it. Not as a genius. I think this should be predicted by everybody with at least 87 IQ. 86? No, 87 IQ. Why 86 and not why 87 and not 86? 86 is considered retardation stage, just so you know. That's why. Below 86. But can you tell me who has the average of 86? What group? Why don't you read the book Bell Curves? Oh, I know. It's okay. I'm at it right now. But this is Donald Trump working for the United States of America. Supposedly. Come on, baby doll. It is 10 o'clock. Come on, let's see your face. Come on. Fix your yellow bird nest that you have as hair. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I told you these guys are just, in order to be a president or a big leader in the West, you have to be willing to commit big crimes. Big crimes, not like one crime, three, no, like big crimes. Hundreds of thousands of not million. You have to do that. If you're not of that kind of material, you should be like a dog catcher, like that kind of level, elected dog catcher in the community, okay? Not a, president or mayor or something. No. These guys are just have to be able to sell their mommy and daddy right there. If they promote their, whatever you can call that, interest, there's not even their interest. Their interest is just to be in charge of something. And usually these people who will sell everything and everybody for a little bit of promotion, these guys are weak people. Oh, let's see presidential right there. Oh my God, isn't that beautiful? still lined up, beautiful, right in the middle. You see the microphone? The microphone is right in the middle. A little bit of American organization. The lights are on. Are they, no, it's not yet. It's not. That will be replaced with, how do you call that? Menorah, whatever. So here it is. This is the wrong flag here. Oh, right here. Open the door and the baboon is going to come in. So this is the flag of the United States of America. Here should be another flag. You know what I mean, right? President of the United States of America. Oh my. Oh, there he is. Ready? Our president with Vance and everybody else. And with Rubio. Is that Rubio? But they're not here. They're not here. You see, none of them is here. None of them. They're Americans.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military.
Look at the guys in the background.
The likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight. Not even
for whom?
Close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel. And God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Did you hear that? Now I think you're witnessing 4 criminals here. But that's, hey, just me. Just me. What do you think, my friends? What's your take on this? The Middle East, Israel, and States of America. That's it. You think we are owned? You got them right, we are owned. So, my friends, clear. We want to strike you more if you don't come and get our terms. I don't think Iran will bow down. That's my assessment. I don't think they will say, okay, let Israel run us as they run you. This is, my friends, this is the level of the United States of America. It's nothing new. I mean, after all, things started a long time ago. I mean, if you want to go to what, 1860 some, wasn't it? With President Polk, I think it was. It was the Mexican-American War, when we claimed that our blood was spilled on American soil on the Rio Grande. There was a disputed land over there. And what did we do? We invaded and we took half of Mexico. We purchased half of Mexico while the American troops were in Mexico City. It's for, you're gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it from you. It's not for sale. Smack. It's mine. We bought it. Remember? That was one. Do you remember the American-Spanish War? You don't remember it? In Cuba, in Havana, Cuba, in the port, an American warship just had an explosion. It was the Spaniards. So we kicked them out. It was not an explosion from the Spaniards. We made it up. It was an explosion, but not from the Spaniards. We beat them up. Not a made-up shit. Want to keep going? I can keep going. Oh, let's go to the Second World War, to the 7th of December, 1941. Oh, yeah, it was an attack on one of our territories, not our land. Our territory is considered. Hawaii. Do you remember how we acquired Hawaii? We overthrew the Queen. Remember? We just took over. We took it from them. And then we decide this is a state, a new state. Remember that one? Okay. The 50th. The last one. What happened? I can go further. Oh, I'm going to go to Vietnam. Do you know Vietnam? Do you know how we got into war with Vietnam? We were attacked in the Gulf of Tonkin, which is in Vietnam, by the Vietnamese. It was a lie. So we got and bombed the shit out of Vietnam with napalm bombs and many other things. We committed war crimes. My Lai massacre, if you remember, it's one only, or My Lai, how you want to call it. Then we bombed Laos and Cambodia. Shush. And then we told the media, don't say it until we say it, the military. And then we said, we attacked Cambodia and Laos. Why? Because we felt like. All right? And then we attacked what? Yugoslavia, 1991. It was a genocide over there. It was in Europe. The first war in Europe. The first war in Europe. After the Second World War. Okay. And then we attacked Iraq. Why? Because Iraq attacked us on September 11. Oh no, they trained the terrorists. Oh no, they developed weapons of mass destruction. Oh no, we brought freedom and democracy, whatever. Oh, we brought freedom and democracy to Iraq and Afghanistan. And then we said to Gaddafi in Libya, 4 million people, you know what? You are a bad dude. We think that you should go away. And we bombed the shit out of them. We and NATO, always with NATO, we bombed the shit out of them. And we changed the regime. Do you know what's in Libya right now? Do they have clean water? I heard they have slave markets for humans. Do you remember, if I go to 1993, in South Africa, apartheid, we helped that happen. What's going on in South Africa? Do you remember? Again, we were involved. Ukraine, you want to go Ukraine? We can go to Ukraine. You want Syria? We have an former jihadist, reformed jihadist in charge, who's listening to our orders. Remember Pinochet? Remember that one? And not only, we don't have a problem with dictators. Look at Pakistan. We don't have a problem with them as long as they do what we tell them to do. That's it. Freedom and democracy. We don't interfere in each country's affairs. But here we intervened in Iran. 1953, we overthrew Mossadegh government, the prime minister, we with the Brits. Democratically elected, we did it. We put the Shah in charge. 1979, the Islamic Revolution. Good or bad, there was a reaction to our dictator in charge. My friends, I can go on and on and on and on. Romania, you want 1989? The same thing. They changed Ceausescu, not the revolution, the Romanian big dicks. It was from outside. The Soviets at that time, with the Americans, with the Hungarians, with the Bulgarians, our friends, they were all ready to take a piece of Romania. So my friends, these are facts. These are facts. So yeah, tell me, I will cry wherever. Those guys over there you just saw over there, I personally consider them not working for the American interest, and I consider them guilty. Already guilty. I have no sympathy for Iran or Israel. Nothing. I don't care. But I can't just stay idle when I see what's going on. I think it's unjust. It's a crime. And unfortunately, the crime is conducted, produced in the name of those guys with our resources and your children's future. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Go and vote. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.